can't believe you're actually here. Then again, you've never been one for smooth arrivals or farewells.
I'd have given you more warning if I could, but this was urgent. You did well to get the headmistress so quickly. I'm fairly certain my post is being monitored. That's why I couldn't say everything outright. Especially not that I was hoping to meet with the headmistress herself. But you understood perfectly. I knew you would.
Who's watching your mail? The poachers? Surely not the ministry.
Well, sometimes the difference between the two is smaller than you'd think.
Mr. Long, if you would. We've much to go over. And you. I expect you'll be in your dormitory, asleep.
But, headmistress?
It is well past curfew, and you've got lessons tomorrow. Sleep is not optional, I'm afraid.
I wasn't out for a stroll. I was looking for you. You deserve to know what's going on. I dragged you into this after all. Took some convincing, but the headmistress finally agreed. Of course, she's just worried about your safety, but she knows what you're capable of, what you've done around here. We both do. Come, let's talk somewhere quieter. It's been a while.
Feels like only yesterday we had tea here together.
Cozy, isn't it? I owe this little tent many a restful night on the road. Let me guess, you'd like to know. Of course. You want to know how she's doing?
Yes, I wanted to ask you the moment I saw you, but, well, the headmistress was there.
You'll be glad to hear she's thriving. She's easily 2, maybe 3 times the size of this tent, on the outside, mind you.
She's growing so fast. I still remember bathing her in the room of requirement. All those bubbles she made.
She still loves a good bath now and then, when she's in the right mood, of course.
I miss her.
You made the right choice. She belongs out there, in the wild, among her own kind. She may no longer have someone to scrub behind her ears with a sponge, but she has space to stretch her wings and truly fly. What we did together, raising her, protecting her, it was more than an adventure. It was a step toward a world where magical creatures like her can live free, not caged or sold. No creature should ever be reduced to profit margins.
I'm guessing that's why you're here this time? Asking the headmistress for help?
Exactly. I've had word that the poaching group I once worked with is setting traps in a remote location. A place few travel to, which makes stopping them complicated. It's an ancient site, rich in magical flora, fauna, and runic inscriptions, potentially invaluable to Hogwarts researchers. Headmistress McGonagall suggested an official expedition. A team of skilled witches and wizards may be able to establish basic protections for the creatures, and with any luck, deter the poachers altogether.
That sounds like it could work.
I think so too. Now the only question is, who to send? I can't expect her to go herself. Her absence would raise eyebrows, and likely alert the very people we're trying to outwit. This expedition won't be a stroll through the greenhouse, I assure you. The place is remote, brimming with wildlife, and possibly worse. We'll need a proper team, a group of individuals with various specializations who can handle themselves in unfamiliar terrain and trust one another.
Professor Dromgoole, Professor Slughorn, and Professor Longbottom.
And myself, of course. I told the headmistress what we might be up against. She recommended these 3. I've not met them before, not properly, so it'll be difficult to approach them on my own, not knowing what they're like.
Professor Dromgoole? Professor Dromgoole? Professor, Mr. Longbrock packed some stone rubbings from his travels. He thought they might interest you.
Stone rubbings? Where from? Let me see.
He came across them in a very remote region. Said it looked like a site of ancient significance. He thought you might enjoy taking a look. At the very least, it might be a fun read. I'll hand them over, I promise. But first, there's something we need to discuss. If I give them to you now, you'll vanish into them and forget I'm even here. So, just hear me out. Mr. Long, who brought these rubbings, is organizing an expedition. He'd like to invite you along. It's to help protect magical creatures.
Me? Surely not. I told you what happened with my Care of Magical Creatures classes.
You'd be there primarily for your expertise in runes. The site seems like it could be of major historical value. Mr. Long will handle the creatures. You'd be there to support the team.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not exactly expedition material.
Just imagine the runes you'll find. There may be inscriptions to decipher, maybe even clues that help navigate the site itself.
But... I'm sorry, I don't think I can. I'd love to see the site, but what if I slow everyone down? I'm not particularly skilled at fighting or anything, you know. Perhaps you should ask someone else. One of my colleagues, maybe. They're all so very talented. You think so too?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps, but...
Ah!
You really think that?
Think of the possibilities.
I think I'll do it. Yes, I'll go. I'll start packing immediately. Let's see, my dictionaries, my field notebooks. I'll need the newest edition of the Rune Dictionary, of course. And I'll shrink everything down, just enough to carry, but still legible. Oh, and parchment. Lots of parchment.
I'm afraid the Slug Club gathering hasn't begun yet. Come back this evening. With your invitation, of course.
Professor Slughorn, it's me.
Ah, hello there! To what do I owe this unexpected pleasure? A question about that tricky potion from last week's quiz, perhaps?
Not quite. Headmistress McGonagall was wondering if you might consider joining an expedition to help protect magical creatures.
The headmistress asked for me? Really now? But what use is an old man like me on an expedition? I'd only slow you all down.
Oh, Professor, you're far too accomplished to be calling yourself old. Your potioneering alone proves that.
Well, I suppose I do brew a rather good potion.
About the expedition?
No, let me stop you there. If I've learned anything in my years at Hogwarts, it's this. Stay blissfully unaware of things you don't wish to get tangled in. Consider that a gift-free advice.
But it's about magical creatures.
Yes, yes, adorable to some, but not to me, I'm afraid. Why not ask the care of magical creatures, Professor? Hagrid, isn't it? He'd be thrilled to run about with beasts.
Hagrid may adore them, but he doesn't quite appreciate how valuable they can be, does he?
Valuable?
I heard the funeral of a certain acromantula did wonders for your personal stores.
Ah, yes. Very rare. Excellent quality. Extracted fresh, too. The most potent acromantula venom I've ever come across. Never seen a batch like it since.
Maybe your luck's about to change.
What exactly are you suggesting?
Only that the expedition is heading to a highly remote site, full of magical creatures most ingredient hunters wouldn't dream of approaching, untouched, unbothered by humans. A place where the flora and fauna are both exceptionally rich.
Yes, yes. You may be onto something. Ingredient prices have risen dreadfully these past few years.
Professor Slughorn.
Do you think they've got acromantulas there as well?
Couldn't say, but I do think your cauldron's burning, sir. Sorry to interrupt your brewing. I'll let you get back to it.
Yes, well, actually... All right. Tell her I'm in. I'll join your little creature-saving outing.
You'll help protect magical creatures, sir.
Yes, of course. And if I happen to collect a vial or two of something rare, without harm, naturally, well, no one's complaining.
Brilliant. Thank you, Professor.
You remind me of someone. Though I've taught so many students, it's hard to keep track.
Professor Longbottom, sir?
Hello. Just a moment. That one was meant for a second-year repotting lesson, but he's clearly been overfed. I had to do it myself in the end. Now then, what brings you here today?
The headmistress is putting together an expedition. They're looking for an expert herbologist who can make use of magical plants in tricky situations, like what you and Professor Sprout did with the Devil's Snare during the Battle of Hogwarts. Huh?
Oh! Oh!
It's into a remote site, rich in magical flora and fauna. You'd be helping to protect magical creatures, and helping the team with your knowledge of plants.
How remote are we talking? Somewhere like the native habitat of Mimblus Mimbletonia? Or Alihotzi?
sure exactly. Mr. Long, the one organizing the expedition, only said it's a place few have ever visited. Possibly dangerous.
Ooh, sounds exciting. I'll need to arrange for someone to care for the greenhouse in my absence, and of course, someone to keep an eye on Trevor's grand toads.
Leave it to me, Professor. If another oversized mandrake shows up, I'll be sure to ask Miss Cole for help.
That was rather quick of you to assemble the team, Mr. Long.
I have everyone to thank for that. Thank you, and thank Hogwarts for supporting this expedition. Truly, it means a great deal. We should set out as soon as possible. Poachers don't wait for permission.
Speaking of poachers, I've no doubt about your expertise in your respective fields. But tell me, when was the last time any of you stepped into a dueling arena?
Well, I'm hardly the best duelist around, but I'd like to think I've retained a bit of what I've learned in my school days.
To be perfectly honest, I can't remember the last time I held my wand in a duel.
Dueling? Oh, dear Minerva. Surely there's a more civilized approach.
I've had my share of duels, but working as a team in a fight? Well, that's another matter entirely.
Precisely. I'm afraid I can't, in good conscience, let you leave in your current state. You can't very well protect magical creatures if you can't even protect yourselves. A bit of training is in order. Dueling, yes, but more importantly, teamwork.
Headmistress, if I may, I've spent quite a lot of time in the dueling club. I reckon that'd be a perfect place to start.
I don't think we need to establish a strict hierarchy. We each bring something different to the table, and no one skill is more important than another.
Ah! Ah!
Oh!
I may not be the most polished duelist, but I know what it means to work in the wild, and I know what we're up against.
Leadership? I've never really considered myself that sort, but if it means protecting something important, I'll do what I can.